Good morning. I'm having to hold my phone because I got a new phone case and it doesn't have that magnetic piece. So I'm just driving. But I will be paying more attention to the road than I will be with you guys. So just bear with me. Good morning. It is 7:06. My name is Maya. I am your host of Motivation and Muscles with Maya Ting. I have over here my co-host, BCAAs. Just now leaving the gym at 7:06 on my way home. And the countdown really begins for my show. Exciting. Very excited. Yeah. So, I don't even know if I should even go into details about what happened yesterday. So, to protect everyone involved, I'm going to be very vague, but there's a point to this. All in all, my nephew took his life. Yesterday, 2:30 in the morning. So with that being said, I just want to say, because we're all struggling, right? Every last one of us, we're struggling in some way. And I just want you to know that you matter. What you're going through matters. It's not insignificant at all. I don't care how small it is or how big it is. It's huge, right? To you it's huge, and because to you it's huge, it's huge. But let me switch. Let me move this over. But you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. And I do want to say this because I think everyone who's on YouTube, everyone who's on the internet has a responsibility to be responsible. Whether you have 20 subscribers or 200 subscribers, 2 million subscribers, right? Unaliving yourself is not the answer. And I'm not saying that from the perspective of part of the family who's left behind. No. I'm saying for real, for everybody. It's not the answer. It's not the answer. It may seem and feel like the answer, but it's not. And I can say that because I was once in a position where I was contemplating. That's how down, that's how hopeless I felt. That was just me, though, and we need, as a society, need to really take this very serious because we just do. Mental health, it's a tricky thing, but it's a serious thing. And we need to not just recognize the signs of someone struggling. We just need to look at everybody as if everyone is struggling with mental health. And we need to be kind to people. We need to have access to resources so we can bridge the gap. We can take the person who's struggling with whatever and hand them over to someone if we're not able to help them. And I don't even know if that made any sense, but we all are responsible. We all are each other's keepers. We all need to do better, right? Now, are we going to be able to help everybody? No, we're not. We're not. Like my nephew, he had a plan, you know, and there was nothing that anyone could do to stop him once the plan was in place. But, and you know, people did what they could who was around him. But what really aches my heart is his mom. She has 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. The girl is in the military. Her youngest one passed away 2 years ago. He had an illness that he just never, you know, and he passed away about 2 years ago. And now, her oldest son. And when I went to see her yesterday, you know, we all went down there because they live about an hour and a half away from where me and my husband live, and we went down there. And she's just balled up in a fetal position. I just sat next to her. I just sat and was just present. I just sat with her. And she said, "Maya, can you pray?" I said, "I sure can." And that's what I did. And I just prayed. And it's so funny. I'm the type that gets really nervous to pray out loud because I'm not like the best at praying. And for a second there, I was like, you know what, God? For this situation, I want to get it right. But because I'm human, I'm going to screw it up. So I just need you to speak through me. Speak through me. And he did. And I'm thankful for that, because that wasn't the time for me to say something silly or insensitive. I really wanted to, and I could not trust myself. So he fought as hard as he could with whatever he was going through in the inside. He did. Now, of course, us, the family, we're like, you know, we could have helped and we could have, you know, but he couldn't do more. That was all that he could do. I'ma miss him though. because I used to tell him, we all knew he was struggling, right? I used to always tell him, I know you're struggling with some things, right? And I know nothing about that. And if you ever wanted to talk, you can always talk to me, right? I said, but guess what? You're my favorite. Everybody else is a Looney Tune. You are my favorite. And I just want you to know that. And I'm glad I had the opportunity to tell him that. To remind him that he is loved. So it's going to be an interesting 2 weeks because this weekend my school has graduation. That's Honors Day Friday, graduation Saturday. And then the following weekend is my competition. So I'm trying to figure out how all of this is going to work. And my competition pretty much is all day. Not to mention that same day of my competition is when my kids come back in from their cruise. It's a lot of moving parts, and we're trying to figure it out. And we will figure it out. We will. Not alone. You're not, right? So that was Mother's Day. When we got home, I cooked. No one wanted me to cook, but I just needed to keep busy. So I cooked mussels in a cream sauce over noodles, a meal that I used to cook for my kids when they were younger. So it was really nostalgic, right? They gave me my gifts. I had already, the day before, my husband had already given me a card and flowers. So that was nice. I had to get my next door neighbor told, though. That's a whole story time in itself. I'll have to share with you guys on another day about he's such a weirdo. But anyway, he's a non-factor. That was Mother's Day. Don't come over here, sir. It's always like the minute you pay your car off and get the title, everybody wants to come and try to hit you. Why? 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 So I'm gonna go home. I need to eat, shower, log in, and just focus. I got some things I need to do since this weekend is the Honors Day and graduation. So I have things I have to do. I have to get myself ready and prepared for that. Excuse me. Yeah. So that'll be it. that's really it, you guys. Tomorrow, you'll be back in place where I normally have you. I have a new phone case, right? And I didn't order another magnet because how I have you guys set up is the magnet is hooked onto the vent, the air vent, and I don't have a magnet on this case. But I did last night order a new, like a car holder that sticks in the vent, but it kind of squeezes the phone on its side. So you'll be back in place tomorrow. I just got notification that it came in this morning. So I'm happy about that. So you'll be back in place. And my husband hopefully will be back home by tomorrow. He just wants to kind of be near his sister because his sister is also a caregiver for their mom, who is ill as well. So it's just a lot. It's a lot. So yeah. So I'm gonna go, and in between working, I really want to clean up and get some things put away and straightened up, and so I'll be doing that, including getting my work done, my 9 to 5 stuff done. And then I'm going to shut it down around, 4 o'clock. Once I get off, 4:30, I want to take my shower, and I want to be in the bed, and I'm going to be reading. I have tons of books I need to read. I promised myself that I would not read like 3 books at a time, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know why I do that. I used to do that when I was younger, and I promised myself I would not do that, but I'm doing it. It's just where I'm comfortable reading multiple books at one time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it does recharge me. They're biblical-based books that are really feeding my soul, and especially during this time, I definitely need it. So I'm gonna go. So I'll be home in about 11 minutes. And I love you. And I will talk to you a little bit later when we do the side leg lunge challenge. And yeah, I love you so much. Talk to you later.